Hi there, my name's Amanda Salzberger, and as many of you know, I've focused my hypnotherapy practice over the past 5 years on helping people take back their body, reclaim their health, and at this point, I'm celebrating because it's my son's 5th birthday. He was born on 12/12/12, so in 2 days it will be his 5th birthday from when I'm recording this today. And it would be a privilege for me, once again, so his first year of being on this planet, I offered hypnobirthing workshops because I had such a phenomenal birth experience. So I too was subject to the cultural hypnosis of birth as something I could imagine getting this being from inside my body, transitioning him to the external world without it being an actively painful process that would be damaging to my body and just truly dangerous. You know, people at one time were strapped down, and you know, it was not always treated as an act of health. And in fact, Ina May Gaskin, the most famous midwife in the world, who's actually responsible for popularizing out-of-hospital births back in the 70s, her book, Ina May Gaskin's Guide to Childbirth, had a huge impact on me. She's written several books. All of them have testimonials from women that are empowering, that talk about birth. They're not all pain-free like my experience was, but what I found fascinating in reading the statistics and reading different information about how few of these women needed interventions. They weren't particularly low-risk women. It seemed statistically that they were very representative of the population at large, and yet Ina May Gaskin's birth outcomes by every safety measure and every health outcome were so much stronger than the hospitals. And what was one of the things that really helped me from reading her book was the reframing of the birth process. So for example, my midwife actually left. I hold no ill will towards her. I couldn't have asked for a better experience. I'm so grateful for how it unfolded. But she left about 5 minutes before, I won't get super graphic, but before we saw a head. And that was a little bit alarming because she perceived I was so relaxed during labor transition. And it was somewhat of a convoluted process because my water never broke. My son was born in a sac, which incidentally is a prerequisite for being a Dalai Lama and a spiritual protection in several cultures. Yeah, many amazing things about that experience. But it was super empowering, and of course, like in any experience in life, there are always variables that we cannot control. But there are also a lot of, we can impact the way we perceive the experience, the way we render our reality, and the meaning we make from certain things. So for example, like Ina May Gaskin suggested, I did not experience contractions. Like there was no part of labor that felt like I should close up and contract. And when we think contractions, we think of a muscle that's literally tensing up, which is the opposite of what we want during the birth experience. So I learned from practicing self-hypnosis and neurolinguistic programming and hypnotherapy for several years that I learned how to direct my focus. So the questions we ask ourselves, for example, are part of what direct where our attention goes, and where our attention goes, that's where our energy flows. So the question I asked myself during my birth experience, or during Blake's birth experience, I guess, more than any other question was, how can I open up and facilitate an easy transition from inside to the external world for this person? It would be easy on me and easy on him. And I experienced not contractions, but energetic rushes, which occurred to me like, that's Ina May Gaskin's term, which occurred to me like a downward pressure that was like, knock, 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 open up, it's time to come out. And it was clear to me from connecting and bearing witness to my own internal process and listening to the responses I got to that question, how can I open up and facilitate the experience so it's a positive experience, I got that I should be bouncing on balls, working with gravity. it was clear to me because I wasn't reacting to this cultural fear that's instilled in us, because I had another framework for the experience. And it would be an absolute privilege to serve expectant moms. I would love to help women start their experience of that journey from an empowered, positive place. So not only am I offering opportunity to participate in hypnobirthing classes with other women, also I'm absolutely not a midwife or a doula, but I am a good coach. I'm a hypno coach for many aspects of life, and now I'm creating the opportunity to be a hypno coach, hypnobirthing coach, I guess I should call it, to help women, expectant mothers, to help replicate the experience that I had, so their birth experience is, if not pain-free, would be wonderful to help replicate that aspect of the experience, but certainly that it's empowering and positive and ecstatic. If you're interested in taking advantage of this opportunity, please contact me. I would love to connect with you. Thank you.